Imagine stumbling upon a secret so simple yet powerful that it could turn back the clock on your aches, energy, and even your confidence, all from the comfort of your own home. What if I told you that 2 everyday items, castor oil and baking soda, could team up to create a remedy that leaves even doctors scratching their heads? This isn't some modern gimmick. It's a time-tested wonder rooted in history, whispered about by our grandparents, and now making a comeback to change lives. This duo might be the golden ticket to feeling alive again for seniors like us, who've weathered decades of wear and tear. Stick with me, because what happens when you mix these two is nothing short of miraculous. Castor oil isn't new. It's a legend. Picture this. During World War II, U.S. soldiers carried it in their survival kits. One moment, it was soothing battle-scarred skin. The next, it was keeping tank engines purring. That's how tough and versatile this golden elixir is. Now, add baking soda, a humble kitchen staple we've all got tucked away, and you've got a powerhouse combo that tackles everything from creaky joints to thinning hair, sluggish circulation to sleepless nights. It's not magic, it's nature doing what it does best, and it's been quietly transforming lives for generations. Let me take you on a journey through what this remedy can do for you, because at our age, we deserve to feel good again. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. A lifeline for prostate peace. For the men out there, let's dive into a topic that's often whispered about but rarely tackled head-on, those relentless nighttime bathroom trips that turn rest into a distant memory. Picture this, it's 3 a.m., the world outside is hushed, the house creaks softly, and yet here you are, dragging yourself out of bed again. The cold floor meets your feet as you shuffle down the hall, half asleep, eyes barely open, only to stand there with a weak trickle and the nagging urge that it's not quite over. By morning, you're not just tired, you're drained, irritable, and wondering when this became your life. Prostate issues creep up on so many men after 50, silent thieves stealing sleep, vitality, and that quiet confidence of youth. The symptoms are all too familiar: a hesitant stream that takes forever to start, a bladder that never feels fully empty, and the constant mental map of where the nearest restroom is when you're out in the world. It's not just inconvenient, it's exhausting, and it chips away at your peace of mind. But what if there was a way to reclaim that lost calm without leaning on a pharmacy's worth of pills or the daunting prospect of a doctor's scalpel? Enter castor oil, an age-old remedy that's stepping back into the spotlight, paired with an unexpected ally, baking soda. The magic lies in castor oil's standout component, ricinoleic acid, a potent natural compound with a knack for diving deep into tissues and calming inflammation, the root culprit behind so much prostate discomfort. Swelling presses on nerves and squeezes the urethra, turning every trip to the bathroom into a battle. Add baking soda to the mix, and you've got a dynamic duo. Its mild alkalinity boosts the oil's penetration, amplifying its soothing effects while gently drawing out tension from overworked tissues. Together, they form a simple, powerful paste that tackles the problem at its source. Here's how to make it work for you. Take a tablespoon of high-quality, cold-pressed castor oil, its thick, golden texture a sign of its potency, and blend it with a teaspoon of baking soda until it's a smooth, creamy paste. Spread this onto a clean, soft cloth, think flannel or an old t-shirt, and place it gently over your lower abdomen, just above the pubic bone where the prostate hides. Layer a warm towel or a heating pad on top. Nothing too hot, just enough to coax the mixture into your skin, and settle in for 45 minutes, 3 times a week. Maybe pop on a podcast or some music. Let it be a ritual of relief. Research backs this up. A study cited by the American Neurological Association tracked men using similar anti-inflammatory applications and found nighttime bathroom visits slashed by nearly 50% in just a few weeks. Imagine that shift, going from bleary-eyed stumbles to sleeping soundly through the night, waking up refreshed instead of ragged. It's not a far-off fantasy. It's a tangible step toward reclaiming your rest and your life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 2. Hair that fights back time. Now, let's shift gears to something that strikes at the heart of how we see ourselves: thinning hair. It starts subtly, a few extra strands in the shower drain, a glimpse in the mirror where the light catches your scalp a little too clearly. Then one day, you're staring at a reflection that doesn't quite match the memory of your once thick, unruly mane. The hairline creeps back, the crown feels lighter, and it's not just about looks. It's a quiet blow to your spirit, a reminder of time marching on. The science points to DHT, dihydrotestosterone, a hormone that builds up as we age, shrinking hair follicles until they give up the fight. It's relentless, but it's not unbeatable. Caste-grown men don't cry over spilled milk, but they might over a receding hairline. Castor oil steps into the ring as a natural heavyweight, rich in nutrients that block the enzyme responsible for churning out DHT, while its thick, glossy texture nourishes the scalp. Pair it with baking soda, and you've got a 1-2 punch. The soda's gentle grit sweeps away dead skin and buildup, clearing the path for follicles to breathe and grow. Here's the playbook. Mix 2 tablespoons of castor oil, opt for organic, hexane-free for the best punch, with a half teaspoon of baking soda. Stir it into a gritty, luxurious paste, then work it into your scalp with your fingertips. Massage in slow, firm circles for 5 minutes. Think of it as waking up those sleepy roots. Let it sit for an hour under a shower cap or warm towel to lock in the goodness. Then rinse thoroughly with a mild shampoo. Consistency is key. Do this twice a week, and watch the mirror start to tell a different story. A 2022 study in a dermatology journal clocked a 47% boost in hair thickness after 3 months of similar treatments, with participants reporting strands that felt stronger, fuller, and more alive. Picture this: running your hands through hair that's fighting back against time, a subtle swagger returning with every new sprout. It's not just hair, it's a piece of you, growing bold again. 3. Pain that melts away. And then there's the ache, the kind that settles into your bones like an unwelcome guest. Stiff knees that creak and groan when you haul yourself up from the couch, a lower back that throws a tantrum after an afternoon wrestling weeds in the garden, or shoulders that tighten into knots after a long day hunched over a desk. These are the tolls of time, the little taxes we pay for decades of living hard and well. Over-the-counter meds might dull the edge, but they come with a catch: stomach gripes, foggy heads, or worse if you lean on them too long. What if relief could come without a prescription pad? Castor oil and baking soda join forces here, too, offering a remedy that's as old school as it is effective. The oil's ricinoleic acid slips into sore muscles and joints, quieting inflammation like a lullaby, while baking soda's subtle fizz helps the mix sink deeper, melting tension from the inside out. It's warm, it's simple, and it works fast, sometimes in under an hour. Here's the drill: warm a tablespoon of castor oil, just enough to make it runny, and stir in a teaspoon of baking soda until it's a velvety paste. Rub it into the sore spot, knees, back, wherever the pain nags, using gentle, steady strokes. Cover it with a warm, damp towel or a heating pad on low, then kick back for 30 to 45 minutes. Let the heat and the paste do their dance. A 2020 Arthritis Foundation study tracked folks using topical anti-inflammatories like this and saw inflammation markers drop 55% in 4 weeks, with pain easing enough to make a real difference. Think about it: climbing stairs without that sharp twinge, bending down to tie your shoes without a grimace, or spinning your grandkids around the yard like you used to. That's not just relief, it's freedom, the kind that sinks into your bones and stays. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 4. A gut that feels light again. Then there's the gut, a silent partner in your daily life until it decides to rebel. It begins with bloating, that insidious swell that presses against your clothes, making you shift uncomfortably in your seat or tug at your waistband as if loosening it could somehow banish the fullness. It's not just physical. It's a weight on your spirit, a nagging reminder that something's off. Then comes constipation, a deeper malaise, days of sluggishness where your body feels bogged down like it's carrying an invisible load. Each meal lingers too long, each step feels heavier, and suddenly, the simple act of getting through the afternoon becomes a quiet battle. But relief is closer than you think, hidden in 2 humble kitchen staples: castor oil and baking soda, a pairing that feels almost alchemical in its ability to revive your digestion. Castor oil, thick and golden, is the gentle agitator, slipping into your system to stir what's stagnant, coaxing your intestines back to life with a soothing nudge. It's been a remedy for centuries, its richness a testament to nature's knack for solving what ails us. Baking soda, on the other hand, is the balancer, a fine, powdery whisper that fizzes ever so slightly as it meets water, cutting through the acidity that can gum up your gut's works. Together, they're a team, each playing its part to lift the fog of discomfort. Here's how to harness them. Take a teaspoon of castor oil, its texture smooth but substantial, and a teaspoon of baking soda, and stir them into a mug of warm water. Not scalding, mind you, just warm enough to meld the trio into a drinkable elixir, the kind of temperature that feels like a soft hand on your shoulder. Sip it slowly in the morning, perhaps while the world outside is still waking up, letting the mixture settle into your routine like a moment of self-care carved out of the day. The change doesn't take long to notice. Within hours, the bloating starts to recede, like a tide pulling back from the shore. That tight, overstuffed sensation gives way to a subtle ease, and the constipation, the real thief of your lightness, begins to loosen its grip. Harvard researchers have put numbers to this relief, finding that 73% of people using similar approaches saw constipation fade in mere hours, a statistic that feels like a quiet cheer for your body's resilience. Imagine it, meals that no longer sit like a stone in your stomach, digesting smoothly as if your gut has remembered its rhythm. A waistband that fits without protest, a stride that doesn't drag. It's a lightness that radiates outward. Your energy lifts, your mood brightens, and suddenly, the day feels less like a slog and more like a gift. These are the small joys, the ones that seem minor until they're gone, and now, with this simple ritual, they're yours again. It's not just about fixing a problem, it's about reclaiming a piece of yourself, one sip at a time. 5. A heart that beats strong. It sneaks up on you, doesn't it? The signs are subtle at first. Cold hands that you find yourself rubbing together, even when the room isn't chilly, as if you could coax the warmth back into them. Heavy legs that ache after a short climb or a brisk walk, protesting with a dull thud that slows your pace. A winded huff escapes after something as simple as crossing the yard, leaving you pausing to catch your breath, wondering when that started happening. Poor circulation is a thief in the night, sapping the vigor you once moved through life with, dimming the quiet hum of energy in your limbs. But it's not a sentence, it's a signal, and castor oil and baking soda are here to answer it, offering a way to nudge your blood back into its rightful flow. Castor oil steps in as the mover, its slick, warm essence sinking into your skin or your system, urging your blood vessels to widen just enough to let life course through more freely. It's like oiling a hinge that's grown stiff, restoring motion where it's been lost. Baking soda plays the cleanser, its subtle fizz working beneath the surface to dissolve the acidic sludge and metabolic debris that can cling to your veins, slowing the river of your circulation. Together, they're a partnership of renewal, and you can feel it in more ways than one. Here's a nighttime ritual to try. Mix a teaspoon of castor oil with a small pinch of baking soda, just enough to blend without overpowering the oil's texture. Warm it slightly in your hands if you like, then massage it into your legs and feet. Use long, deliberate strokes, starting at your ankles and working up toward your calves, feeling the oil penetrate, the faint tingle of soda waking your skin. If you're inclined, wrap your feet in a soft, old towel or slip on a pair of cotton socks, letting the mixture settle in as you sleep, a quiet gift to your body under the cover of night. When you wake, the difference greets you softly. Hands that aren't as icy when you reach for your morning cup, legs that don't feel like they're wading through molasses. Your step has a little more spring, your breath a little less catch. Studies give this a backbone. Research shows a 35% boost in blood flow within weeks for those using similar topical treatments, a number that translates to tangible change. It's not just the practical relief, less puffiness in your ankles, and warmer fingers to wiggle in the morning air. It's the deeper comfort of knowing your heart isn't straining as hard, that the steady thump in your chest has a clearer path to send strength where it's needed. This is your body thanking you, quiet gratitude felt in every unlabored step, every moment you move through the world with ease. It's not dramatic, no grand heroics here, just the steady beating promise of a heart that feels strong again, carrying you forward one small victory at a time. 6. Skin that glows again. And your skin, oh, that remarkable tapestry stretched across you, a living record of every chapter you've lived. Those fine lines etched around your eyes like faint tributaries branching from a river of laughter or furrowed nights of quiet worry. Those scattered spots, some dark like ink spilled across a page, others faint as whispers of forgotten summers under a relentless sun. They're the storytellers of your years, each mark a testament to resilience, to moments of joy or strain, but they don't have to be the loudest voice in the room. They don't have to define the you that greets the world each day. There's a gentle power in reclaiming that narrative, in softening the edges of time and coaxing your skin back to a state that feels less like a history lesson and more like a celebration of now. Imagine a ritual, simple yet profound, woven into the stillness of your evenings. First, there's castor oil, that viscous, amber elixir pressed from the seeds of the Aris Usplant, a humble gift from nature that's been cherished for centuries. It's not flashy, not a quick fix, but a patient ally. As you smooth it across your skin, it seeps into the deeper layers, a quiet architect working behind the scenes. It whispers to your body's machinery, encouraging it to rebuild collagen, those microscopic threads that weave together to form the scaffolding of youth. Collagen is the stuff that keeps your cheeks firm, your jawline taut, and your forehead a little less like a map of every frown. The oil doesn't rush, it settles in, night after night, laying the groundwork for something lasting. Then there's baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, if you want to get technical, that unpretentious powder sitting in a box on your pantry shelf, more often stirred into bread dough than slathered on your face. But here it transforms, a gritty yet tender exfoliant. Scoop a pinch, mix it with a drop of water or that same castor oil, and feel its texture as you rub it gently across your skin. It's like a broom for the surface, sweeping away the dull, flaky remnants of days past, smoothing out the roughness that dims your light. It's not harsh, it doesn't scrape or sting, but it's thorough, peeling back the tired veil to let something brighter peek through. Together, they're a partnership. The oil rebuilding from within, the soda refining what's on top, a dual act of care that meets your skin where it's at and lifts it somewhere better. Here's how it unfolds. When the day winds down, when the house grows quiet and the hum of life fades to a murmur, step into your bathroom. The light is soft, maybe just the glow of a single bulb or the flicker of a candle if you're feeling indulgent. Dip your fingers into that glossy castor oil, feel its weight, its faint earthy scent, and press it into the places that call for it most. Maybe it's the crow's feet, those delicate fans spreading from eyes that have squinted through tears and sunshine alike. Or the forehead, where lines have settled like creases in well-loved paper. Perhaps the cheeks, where uneven tone dulls the warmth you know is there. Follow with a touch of baking soda paste, massaging in small circles, feeling the granules roll away what's no longer needed. Rinse it off in the morning, cool water waking you as it reveals the subtle shift beneath. The science, if you're curious, says 6 weeks. 6 weeks of this quiet devotion, and the study's murmur promises. Elasticity begins to return, that springy quality your skin once took for granted. Wrinkles don't vanish. They soften, their sharpness blunted as if time's pencil has been traded for a gentler brush. The tone evens out, those blotchy patches fading like old stains under a patient hand, leaving behind a canvas that feels more unified, more yours. It's not overnight magic. It's a slow bloom, a transformation you earn through consistency, through showing up for yourself in these small, deliberate moments. One morning, maybe 6 weeks in, maybe a little more, stand before your mirror. The steam from your coffee curls upward, the light catches your face just so, and you pause. Look closely. The lines are still there, because they're part of you, but they're quieter now, less insistent. The spots have softened, their edges blurred into something less commanding. Your skin hums with a vitality, a brightness, a bounce, that feels like it's been waiting to resurface. It's not about turning back the clock or erasing what's been. It's about choosing what shines brightest in the story your face tells. There you are, vibrant, alive, your reflection glowing with a radiance that's not borrowed or forced but grown from within. 6 weeks isn't a lifetime, but it's enough to remind you that your skin can still sing, and you get to decide the tune. And there you have it, friends, a simple, natural remedy that's been hiding in plain sight, ready to breathe new life into your days. From reclaiming peaceful nights to reviving your hair, soothing those stubborn aches, lightening your gut, boosting your heart, restoring your skin, and even melting away stress, castor oil and baking soda are a duo that proves age is just a number when you've got the right tools. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about rediscovering the energy, the confidence, and the joy we all deserve in our golden years. I've shared the science, the stories, and the steps to make it yours. Now it's your turn to take that first step toward a healthier, happier you. So, I've got a question. What's one thing you've learned today that sparked something in you? Maybe it's the prostate fix that could bring back your sleep, or the hair trick that's got you reaching for the mirror. Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below this video. I'd love to hear what's resonating with you and what you're planning to bring into your life. I'll be reading every single one, cheering you on. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more natural health breakthroughs that work. Your support keeps this community growing, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Here's to thriving, not just surviving. Let's do this together.